Alright, so we're just jumping right into eyeshadows today. I basically did the same thing as I did for my aerial tutorial for my skin, just bumped up the highlighter a lot. So moving on to eyeshadows, I'm going to start off with a primer, and then I'm going to use these two blue eyeshadows. One is from Wet n Wild and the other one is from Urban Decay. And I'm just going to put that into my crease and run whatever's left underneath my under eyes. And then if you see that you have too much, you can just buff it out with a fluffier brush. And then I'm taking a cream eyeshadow stick. This one has blue glitters in it, so I thought that was very appropriate for Ursula. And it's just going to work as a sticky base for the navy blue eyeshadow to really pop a bit more. So I'm just going to take that and then I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. And then I'm taking this navy blue eyeshadow from Estee Lauder and I'm just going to lightly pack that on top of my lid right over that cream eyeshadow stick, and then I'm going to lightly blend it out into the outer corners. And then whatever is left on my brush, I'm also going to run that underneath. And Ursula's makeup was based off a drag queen from the 80s. So I kind of wanted to stay true to the drag queen look as best as possible, but making it a little softer. So this one's kind of a little bit more grungy and not as sharp and clean cut, but nonetheless I wanted to stay true to Ursula's natural blue color. And then next I'm mixing these two blue shadows from my Naked palette, which is Creep and Gunmetal. And I'm just going to add that to the outer corners and run that to the outer corner of my lower lash line, and then whatever's left on my brush, run that underneath my lashes, and then blend it out a bit with my fingers. This is going to be our eyeliner, and I wanted it to be very subtle. And then I'm going to pop on a cream eyeshadow with glitters in it. This is Lady Bird by ColourPop. And then for eyelashes, what I like to do when curling my eyelashes is I like to curl them 3 times. So once in the center, once on the outer corner, and once at the root. And this just really gives you a great lash lift. And then for mascara, for Ursula, I didn't want anything too heavy. I actually wanted the appearance of very fluffy lashes. So I'm using my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara, and that was the perfect mascara for this look. We want all of the attention to be on the eyeshadows and not so much anything else. It's the eyeshadows and the highlighter that you want to be the focus of on this look. And then, once again, for more highlighter, I'm using my e.l.f. Moonlit Pearls highlighter. And this is just to give Ursula a very oily, wet shine, as if she was underwater and her skin was just very kind of oily. We kind of did the same thing with Ariel, but not as intense. So for Ursula, you cannot have enough of this. I cannot stress how much highlighter I put on my skin. Literally just took it straight out of the pan and then just right onto my skin, not even tapping it off. And then what's ever left on my brush, I'm going to put that underneath my brow bone, just to give a very luminous, glowy, wet look. And then for skin, I can't leave blue out of Ursula's skin, so I'm just taking the blue eyeshadow from Wet n Wild, and I'm taking that on a blush brush, and I'm just gonna lightly add some to my jaw and into the hollows of my cheeks, just to kind of give my skin a little bit of a blue tint. Without having to dye my entire skin blue like hers in the movie. I wanted this to look like a prettier version of Ursula. And then next for lips, this was a combo. So I took a berry red lip liner and then tried to line my lips as best as I can, leaving the middle open because we're going to be placing a darker color on there. And then my lips got super dry, so then I ended up putting on one of my lip paints. It's the same one that I used in my Victoria makeup tutorial. This is Wild. And I put that all over my lips because my lips were just so dry. they needed some moisture. So then after that, I had to clean up the edges with my fingers, and then I took a deep wine berry color and placed that into the center of my lips because I wanted a little bit of darkness in there. And this is Siren by NYX, and it is a very beautiful color. I really like this lipstick. And then after that, to clean it up, I'm taking Cinnamon Spice from Wet n Wild, and I'm just cleaning all the edges up and just blending all those colors together so that way they kind of marry together in the center. And then of course we can't forget Ursula's little beauty spot, so I'm just taking a black brown eyeliner and then just placing it on. And after that, that's it. We're done.